William Lucas as Alan Scott in Let It Come Down, a play for radio by Michael Robson with Ross Drinkwater as Sue Crichton. Let It Come Down.
Your name is Alan Considine Scott. You are 37 years old and you live at River House Tree.
Yes.
Would you tell the court your occupation?
I am a senior English master at Treen Grammar School.
And how is your health?
Good.
And your eyesight?
Excellent.
Do you ever wear corrective lenses?
No, I have no need to. My sight is excellent.
Your sight is excellent. Mr. Scott, would you cast your mind back to the evening of January the 20th of this year?
Yes.
Will you describe to the court what you saw of the events that have led to this trial?
I was anxious to catch the 7 o'clock post. I drove from my home to the sub-post office in Church Road. I parked opposite, and I was about to get out of my car when the door of the post office was flung open and a man raced out and across the road.
A man raced across the road. How far from your car would you have been when he reached your side of the road, Mr. Scott?
I suppose about 10 yards.
Did you see him clearly? Mr. Scott, did you see this man clearly?
Yes.
Despite the fact that there was a light drizzle and it was a dark evening, being January?
There was a lamp post midway between my car and where the man reached my side of the road.
Yes, quite.
As he raced to the pavement, I got out of my car. The man paused and turned. The light from the lamp shone fully on his face. I saw it clearly.
The light was full on his face, and you saw it clearly?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Now, 3 days after this incident, you were asked to visit the police station in Treen, were you not?
I was.
For what purpose?
To see if I could identify a man the police were holding in connection with the robbery and murder at the sub-post office.
They were holding, in fact, an identity parade.
Yes.
Were you the only witness called for?
Yes.
And did you identify a man in the police lineup?
I did.
Is that man in court today?
He is.
Would you please indicate to the court where that man is to be found?
The man I identified on January the 23rd is the defendant, Daniel Hope.
And are you still satisfied that the accused is the man you saw on the night of January the 20th racing across the road from the post office? Mr. Scott?
I can no longer be sure.
Right. Silence!
What a farce! Chief witness for the prosecution reneges on his own evidence. What a fool you looked! And what fools the prosecution looked! Are you out of your mind?
I was not satisfied that Hope was the man. For God's sake, the robbery took place 4 months ago.
But you were certain enough at the identity parade. Oh, yes, very quick to nail him then.
Because I was angry and sickened that poor Hollis had died after the beating he'd taken. That inoffensive and charming old man. Of course I was anxious to identify the killer.
Are you trying to tell me you were lying at the identity
No,
parade?
I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm saying that at that time, I was certain Hope was the man I'd seen.
Who else could it have been but Hope? All that cash, all those banknotes in his pockets, and no satisfactory explanation.
Well, I was not the prosecutor. It wasn't my job to prove him guilty. I was there simply as a witness. Now, for heaven's sake, will you leave it alone?
No, I will not leave it alone. You haven't been here all afternoon, fobbing off reporters at the door and on the telephone, all wanting to know what you think you're up to. It's been a nightmare. And how you could go back to your pupils after behaving like that.
Could I have taught them with an easier conscience if I'd identified the wrong man to save my face in court?
Save your face. You wanted to strike a liberal attitude, and my God, what an opportunity you had. Fall in the spotlight and the whole town hanging on your words. But it's all backfired, hasn't it? I suppose you realize that Mike and Sally Dance have cried off the dinner party on Saturday.
What the hell for?
What do you think? They're as disgusted and ashamed of your behavior as I am. Letting a murderer go free to kill another inoffensive old man somewhere else. I'm going to see my parents. and I don't know when I shall be back. Your turn now to face the telephone and the callers.
Oh, no.
I had to call, sir.
What?
I had to see you.
Hope,
Just to say thank you.
you must be insane coming round here.
Oh, that's all right, Guff. Here, can I come in? It's cold outside.
Yes, all right.
Sure.
You realise that if anyone finds you've been here, we'll both be under suspicion.
Oh, but I was discharged, wasn't I? Not guilty. Free to go.
Have you never heard of collusion?
Pardon?
Oh, God. Collusion. If the police ever discover you've been here, they'll think we rigged the whole thing in court.
Yeah, but how could we? You never spoken to me. Or been in a nick since January.
Yes, you've probably had a rough time of it, but... Look, why are you here?
Well, I just wanted to thank you, that's all.
But there's no need. I simply spoke the truth today.
Yeah, not many people would have done what you done, though. Not for someone like me.
The kind of person you are has no bearing on the matter. I wasn't sure anymore, and I had to say so.
Well, there you are, then. You're a fair man and an honest man. Yeah, I tell you, I thought it was all up this morning. I'm 55, and if you'd have nailed me, I'd have gone down for the rest of my life.
Yes, that thought had crossed my mind when I went into the witness box, but it didn't affect my evidence. If I'd still been certain you were the man I saw that night, I should have said so. But there was reasonable doubt, and I had to express it.
Yeah. Coppers didn't like it, you know.
No, I don't suppose they did, but the police don't try the cases they bring.
Ah, thank good.
Yes, well, Oh, look, Hope, I don't want to seem uncivil, but I think you'd better go.
Huh?
I've had a few problems today, and if you should be found here, I'll have a great many more. Do you follow me?
You want me to go?
Well, I appreciate the trouble you've taken to find out where I live and to call round and thank me, but I don't think Treem's the healthiest place for you to stay, do you? What are your plans?
Well, I thought I'd probably go up to Liverpool, see me son. Bit of a surprise for him, it'll be.
Yes, a pleasant one, I hope.
Yeah, he hasn't got much time for me, never had. Well, I suppose it's understandable, really. He's 32 now, and I've been in and out of stir all his life.
Mr. Hope, have you got the rail fare to Liverpool?
Eh?
Because if you have, I'd advise you to get off there now. You've said yourself the police aren't too amused at the outcome of the trial, and they'll be watching you all the way out of the county.
Oh, I was careful, sir. No one knows I'm here.
But have you got the rail fare? Look, let me give you some cash. Tide you over for a bit.
By God, you are a fair man.
I'm being practical. It'll be bad for us both if you stay on here. And I've only got £8 in cash, but...
Oh, look, are you joking? I got a pocket full, ain't I? No problem.
I see. Yes, well then...
Well, I'll be off. I don't want to wear me welcome out.
Well, it's not a question of wearing...
Pardon me saying so, but you're an educated man, a teacher, ain't you?
What do you mean?
Well, I reckon you know the law pretty well, don't you?
I know it neither better nor worse than any other layman.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you know, I shouldn't worry too much about me calling on you, Mr. Scott. Not even if the coppers do find out. A man can't be tried twice for the same offence, now can he? 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 Can he?
But what a hideous moment for you.
Hideous. Susanna, that happened 7 years ago, and I still live right through the shock every time I think of it. You know, if he'd stayed any longer, if I'd just had enough time for the implication to sink him properly, I believe I should have killed him.
I'm not surprised.
As it was, when he'd gone, I raved round the house like a madman. I never want to feel such humiliation, anger, frustration ever again. There was poor old Hollis, beaten to death, and I'd let his murderer escape.
Awful. But did you tell anyone? The police? Your wife?
Oh, fortunately, perhaps, Moira stayed the whole of that night with her parents. If she'd come back, I shouldn't have been able to conceal what I was going through. I didn't sleep at all. Simply paced up and down, ranting and worrying and hating myself. By morning, I'd decided on the practical course, the coward's course. I said nothing to anyone.
The dreadful thing is that this Hope was right. There was nothing the police could do, even if you had told them. And he would certainly have denied it if they talked to him again.
Well, that's how I tried to comfort myself, but it wasn't easy. All the time I kept wondering what had possessed the man to come and see me at all. After 7 years, I still wonder.
Perhaps he wanted to prove to one person in the world what a cunning chap he was. To rob a post office and kill a man and get away with it.
I just don't know. He was a pathetic creature, in all conscience, your complete recidivist. Perhaps that's why, when the crunch came, I fell over backwards trying to be fair to him. Fair?
Have some more wine. You did what you thought was right at the time. And you can't go on punishing yourself forever.
Yeah. The one good thing to come out of all that mess was that it brought matters to a head between Moira and me. For all the wrong reasons, she'd been right about my behaviour in court, and that didn't make life any easier for me. We split up shortly afterwards. I left Treem and came here. Moira remarried a couple of years later, and if Hope was the catalyst, I suppose I owe him some sort of crooked gratitude.
And you've told nobody till now?
Well, there's been nobody I wanted to tell.
Do you mean that? Yes, I think you do.
Look, I may be wide of the mark, but I think there's a chance of something for the two of us. I wouldn't want it to be ruined by skeletons in the cupboard.
Skeletons? I think you already know mine, such as they are.
What, the divorce?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I bear Tom no ill will. But we're better apart than we were together. At close quarters, we became pretty hard to take, for our friends as well as ourselves.
Do you see him at all, Tom?
Not anymore. He has a 3-year contract in Zaire, and it's still got 2.5 years to run. Tom never could take loneliness. He's probably found someone now. I hope so.
And you? What about you?
Oh, I'm in partnership with Alice Kingsley. You know, the craft shop in the high street. Hand-woven fabrics and handmade pottery.
I meant the future.
You're fishing?
Sorry.
What's quite obvious is that you're the first interesting thing to have happened to Ferriers in years. I'm glad you were slow to appreciate the feminine interest in you.
Well, I wasn't anxious to burn my fingers twice.
Any more than I am.
Yes, I recognize that. Nevertheless, well, if you don't warm your hands by the fire, sometimes they're always going to be cold.
Well, let's take it gently and see how it works out.
Let's have another drink. Monday's a long way off.
And we've had consistently good results year after year.
That's not the point, Lola, and you know it. If we get stale, how can we expect to make
Question
the
of
kids
staleness,
enthusiastic?
Not a question of staleness. It's a matter of having carefully prepared an entire syllabus. So why keep chopping and changing?
Because it's only by using new texts and having to get to know them ourselves that we can maintain any sort of freshness of approach.
Yes. Well, it means a devil of a lot of extra work.
Well, you have the summer holidays ahead of you.
I keep holidays and term time strictly segregated. That's how I remain sane in this bear
Then
garden.
do the preparation at nights or weekends. Look, I don't care when you do it, so long as it's done.
These tactics of yours may have worked well enough at Treem, but I can assure you they aren't wanted here.
By you.
And that was the last bell. If you hadn't realized it, I'm going home.
Lola, the syllabus is going to be changed.
There you are, Mr. Scott. Good heavens, you're drenched. Car isn't ready, then?
No, not yet. Some fool of a driver shot round Lakers Corner as I was crossing the road, going far too fast and without his headlights on. Idiot almost knocked me over.
Oh, it's wicked. It really is, the way some people drive. Seem to think no one else has the right to use the road. You aren't hurt, are you, sir?
Oh, just angry, Mrs. Clayton, that's all.
Oh, you've time for a nice cup of tea, haven't you? Christine's here, but she's a bit early.
Thanks. Oh, did you manage to get some spare ribs at Oliver's?
£1.50, like you said. But there's no nourishment in them things.
Don't you believe it? A man can feed well on spare ribs.
Well, can I cook them for you before I go home?
Oh, it's very kind of you, Mrs. Clayton, but I'll see to it when the tutorial's over.
There may have been greater novelists than Dickens, but no other English writer possessed in greater measure the articulate indignation that informs the finest of his work.
Great strides, Christine, great strides. Nicely judged between quote and commentary.
Oh, do I get an alpha?
Don't let it go to your head.
Seriously, though, do you think I've got any sort of a chance for Oxford?
Well, if you didn't have a chance, I shouldn't have encouraged your father to spend good money on tuition fees.
I don't think that's an answer, sir.
I can't prophesy. All I know is that you'll do yourself and the school and me great credit when you write the exhibition next year.
I want to get there, more than anything.
Yes, I know. And that's why you're halfway there already. Your other subjects still all right?
Oh, not too many problems.
Good. But, look, I know you're keen, but don't overdo it. Learn to pace yourself. That's the secret, really.
I'll try. Has it stopped raining, do you think?
It seems to have done. Sorry I can't run you home, but my car's still in dock.
Oh, it's all right. I can get the bus from Lakers Corner. You wouldn't like to have supper with us, would you?
It's very sweet of you, but I've a private feast planned.
I bet you're a really good cook. My mother can never understand that a man can cope on his own. She gets really worried about you, honestly.
Well, then, thank her, but assure her that I'm gross and overfed, will you? All right, Chris. Well, then, same time, same place next Tuesday, hmm?
Fine, sir. And thanks very much.
(98474).
Bradley, how was the journey home?
You must have the wrong number. My name is...
Can't be too careful. Crossing a road in the dark.
Who is this?
Watch it. That's all I'm saying. Next time, I might take you all the way. Bradley,
You have the wrong number.
just keep on thinking that.
I'll be off now, Mr. Scott.
Yes, all right, Mrs. Clayton, thank you. Your husband not picking you up this evening?
No, tonight's his late night.
Oh, yes, of course. Look, why don't I run you home? The car's back now.
Oh, there's no need to bother, sir. The buses are pretty regular.
Oh, nonsense. I can have you home in 10 minutes. You just hang on here and I'll bring the car up from the garage.
Oh, it's very kind of you, sir. I'll wait outside.
Don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Whatever's the matter?
The tires. They're flat. Every single damn tire.
It was sabotage, Mr. Scott, and that's the only word I can use. Someone slashed all 4 tires, very deeply, very successfully.
It's preposterous. Who the devil would want to do that?
Some daft kid at your school showing off to his mates?
But I didn't take the car to school that day. It was in my garage.
Keep your garage locked, do you?
I've never seen any need to. Nothing like this has ever happened before.
Well, perhaps someone fancied nicking the car. Found he couldn't get inside it because it was locked and, took it out on your tires.
It's crazy. The whole thing is crazy.
Oh, you'd be surprised the amount of vandalism we have to repair down here. Windows broken, aerials snapped, bonnets scored. Yet you'd think Ferrier's was a quiet town.
Well, this is a bloody nuisance. It really is. Have you got replacement tyres?
No, not this type, I'm afraid. Don't carry a large stock of tyres at all. Well, I can get you a set in 48 hours,
Oh,
then.
so they could be ready for the weekend. I need the car then.
No trouble at all. Cost you, though?
Yes, Mr. Bennett, that's what I was afraid of. It's senseless, the whole thing. First, the lunatic nearly knocks me over. Then he rings up with vague threats and calls me Bradley. And then he slashes all my tyres. Why?
Have you told the police?
Well, is there any point? I'd waste a lot of their time and they'd waste a lot of mine, but I'm damn certain we'd be no nearer to a solution.
Yes, but if the same person's been responsible for all of this...
Why does the fool keep calling me Bradley?
But do you know anyone of that name?
No, I don't.
Could the caller be trying someone else and getting a cross line? Oh, no, of course he couldn't. If it was someone else he wanted, he couldn't have known about Laker's Corner.
Sue, I've checked the local directory and the local exchange. There's no subscriber called Bradley in the entire district.
Shall I answer it?
No, it's all right. I still get normal calls from normal people most of the time. 98474, Alan Scott. Look, will you stop this nonsense? I am not called Bradley.
Scott, I want a word with you.
Yes, what is it?
I've just had the list of university candidates from the headmaster. Christine Lang's down to take an exhibition to Somerville. Oh, clearly there's been a mistake.
There's been no mistake whatsoever.
I beg your pardon?
There's no mistake. Christine's been doing very well since she entered the 6th, and she's also taking private tutorials from me.
Private tutorials? Christine Lang?
She's the best hope we've got on the art side for an Oxford entrance.
Good God. How did you soft-soap her father into throwing good money after bad, Well, that child has as much chance of getting Oxford as I have of dancing on the point of a pin.
But Christine is my pupil, not yours. I'm head of the department, not you. Now, for God's sake, will you look after your affairs and let me manage mine?
You evidently don't understand what I'm getting at. I taught that girl for 5 years. She hasn't an original idea in her head apart from flirting with anything in trousers. Well, no doubt she's fluttered her eyelids at you.
Lola, one of the many reasons you failed to get the job I hold is because of your total misjudgment of your pupil's potential. Christine Lang has all the makings of a considerable scholar, though God knows how she's managed it after 5 years under your regime. Ah, Mr. Bennett, thanks for getting the tyres on time.
All grist to the mill, sir. But if I were you, I'd lock my garage doors in future.
Yes, I suppose I shall have to.
It's either that or take a chance on it's happening again.
Yes, I know. But you say this kind of thing's been going on a lot recently.
What, vandalism? Yes. Almost a third of our business these days, unfortunately.
Well, you'll send the bill to me, will you?
Righto, sir. Have a good spin.
I'll try.
Going far?
Bishop Stortford.
Oh, no distance at all. With those tyres, you could travel 40,000 miles. Still have tread to spare.
Well, I'm glad something's reliable around here.
Ah, you're leaving, Mr. Scott. I hope you both enjoyed the dinner.
It was splendid.
Lovely, thank you, Monsieur Jacques.
Thank you. And I hope we shall have the pleasure of seeing you again before too long.
I think you can count on that. Well, good night.
Thank you, sir. Madame.
Good night. A Bentley? 2 rolls. Who said there isn't money about these days?
Not I, ma'am, not I. A Bristol, 2 Jags.
Jensen, Rovers galore. Oh, and a sweet little pre-war MG.
Is this what's known as putting the old man in his place, eh?
We can't all be 10,000 a year men.
Can't all be men, thank God. Oh, a Riley.
And an extremely imposing... Alan.
What's the matter?
Your car.
No, it can't be possible. Why did it have to be mine? Why mine out of all those cars in the forecourt? Right in the centre of the rear row, yet only mine gets it. The windscreen has been destroyed.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I can't imagine.
Did no one hear anything or see anything? Is there no supervision at all?
Alan, please.
The notice is quite clear. Cars and their contents left at owner's risk.
Look, I don't give a damn what the notice says. Why did nobody hear what was going on?
I can assure you, sir, this is the first incident of its kind we've had here. Isn't it possible the windscreen shattered spontaneously? They do sometimes.
Come on. You saw what it looked like. It was smashed deliberately. There's glass all over the back seat.
Well, I'm certain it couldn't have been any of our guests, monsieur.
Then who was it?
I can't tell you how sorry I am.
I don't need apologies. I want some action.
Alan, Monsieur Jacques wasn't responsible. Will you please calm down? Shouting's not going to improve matters.
The management would be very pleased to pay the cost of a new windscreen, monsieur.
At the moment, it's not the cost I'm concerned with. It's a principle. Why should someone pass up a £10,000 rolls in favour of my car?
I think you know the answer to that. This wasn't a random act of vandalism. It was meant to hurt you. Specifically, you.
Oh, what the hell kind of time is this to bring them in? Yes, what is it?
How many women do you need in your life, Bradley?
This staff room's peopled with gannets. I came in here half a minute after break began, and every damn biscuit's gone.
Oh, Lola, I wonder if you could help me.
What is it?
I'm curious to know if anybody called Bradley has ever taught here.
Bradley?
Bradley. You're the longest-serving member of the staff. Does the name mean anything to you?
Bradley? I've been here since '52, and I don't recall. Let's see now. There was a Barrett, soccer blue, taught history for a while. And a Barclay.
Barclay? When was he here?
Dick Barclay. Oh, well, he left about 7 years ago, emigrated to New Zealand. Charming young chap, doing very well, I believe. Yes, he was junior physics master, popular with the boys.
But no
yes.
Bradley?
No Bradley. Why? What's the interest?
Oh, it's unimportant. I'm obviously barking up the wrong tree.
Honestly, I wish I could share your enthusiasm for Conrad, but I can't. Find him really heavy going.
Then I'd rather you didn't persist against your inclinations. Wow, do you see the time?
Bonus night tonight, sir.
Want some coffee before you go?
Love to, if you're making some anyway.
If you don't mind coffee bags, I could have it ready in a couple of minutes.
Great. Can I put a record on?
Yes, help yourself. What the hell?
It just...
Go into the kitchen. Stay there till I come back.
Where are you going?
After that bloody maniac. It was hopeless, too dark, too many trees. Oh, my God, if I'd caught him...
What's it all about?
Well, if I knew, I'd be able to stop it.
This sort of thing's happened before. You mean you've had someone smashing your windows before?
No, not exactly. Look, Chris, I don't want this to get around the school. You understand? Not a word to anyone.
Yes, if
you
think
just might be able to help.
I can, of course I will, but...
Over the past fortnight or so, I've been systematically victimized. I've been almost killed by a tearaway car. Every tire on my car has been slashed. And last Saturday night, someone destroyed the windscreen. And now this.
That's dreadful. Have you told the police?
I intend to call them in a few minutes. But I want to talk to you first. Because I've also been getting anonymous telephone calls.
Oh, my God.
Which convinced me that this madman knows a great deal about my life and movements. I'm almost certain he knows you're here tonight, in this room. Hence the broken window.
I'm sorry, but I don't...
Look, I suggest this only as a possibility. But do you have a boyfriend, at the school or elsewhere, who knows you have private tutorials with me? Someone sufficiently involved with you to be, well, frankly, jealous of your coming here? Well, there has to be some reason for it all. I'm right.
I have got a boyfriend, and he is very jealous. But he'd never do anything like this, I promise you.
He's at Ferrier's at the school?
No, he's... It's all a bit complicated, really.
Well, I don't want to pry into your life, but if I don't do something, the police will.
Can't be, Tony. He wouldn't.
Tony, tell me about him.
This is confidential, too.
Yes, of course.
My parents don't know I'm still seeing him. They'd be furious if they found out. He had a pretty awful life when he was younger. And
How old is he now?
he's 19. He's great. Some people mightn't think so, but they don't know him like I do.
Oh, I respect your judgment. No, I mean it. If you think he's incapable of this kind of thing, then...
I want to tell you about him. He was brought up by foster parents. When he was about 14, he just stopped getting along with them. He ran with a wild bunch of kids and got into a lot of trouble. Up before the juvenile court, that sort of thing. He's been, using his common sense for years now.
What does he do?
He's a motor mechanic.
A motor mechanic?
Yes. Over at Langbury. He's good at his job, he really is. He loves working with cars and motorbikes.
But he's jealous. Very jealous. Look, it's perfectly natural, Chris. If I were your boyfriend, I'd be jealous too.
Thanks. No, it's just a couple of times there've been bad scenes at gigs. Doesn't like people chatting me up.
Was he violent?
He scared them off, you know.
He knows you come here to see me on my own and why you come.
Yes.
He doesn't want you going to university at all, does he?
I never said that.
No, but he doesn't. He can't.
Why'd you say that?
There's a gap between you now, social, emotional. You practically admitted it yourself, and if Tony's as bright as he sounds, he knows perfectly well that if you spend 3 of the most formative years of your life away from him, he'll lose you for good.
That's just not true.
I think it is. I've seen it happen 100 times.
We're not 100 other people. We're Tony and Chris.
You've never known much outside the world of Ferrier's, have you? You haven't been exposed to 3 years of a university discipline, 3 years of interrelating with people who think as you think, follow scholarship because they love it, see a beauty in academic life that Tony can never enjoy. How will you feel? How will he feel when you're a Master of Arts and he's still a motor mechanic at Langbury?
You talk just like my father.
Well, I'm old enough to be your father. Fathers aren't inevitably wrong, you know. They mightn't always have right on their side, but they do tend to have experience. Oh, no, Chris, come on now, don't cry. Look, I'm not against you and Tony. It's nothing to do with me. All I'm concerned with is to stop this grotesque persecution. If Tony should be behind it, let's sort it out amongst the 3 of us. And if he isn't, well, then it's up to the police.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Look, just find out, without rocking the boat, where Tony was last Saturday night and where he's been tonight. Now, can you do that without collecting a black eye?
I'll try. I promise.
And you have no idea at all who could be behind all this, sir?
None whatsoever, Sergeant Franklin.
Yes.
No, I only wish I had.
Or any idea what these references to Bradley might mean?
Sergeant, none at all. As I told you, I've checked at the school, I've checked with the local telephone exchange. No help at all. No Bradley.
Yes. Very unpleasant for you.
And drafty, and expensive, and time-consuming.
Yeah. I'm fairly sure Saunders will fit new windows for you tomorrow. I'll have a word with him myself.
And that's very good of you.
As to the future, well, I'll see our patrol cars keep a sharp lookout on your house. Fact is, you're overlooked here by almost every building in the village. And I'd advise you to make sure all doors are locked and all windows secured if you have to leave the house empty. And if anything further happens, any more telephone calls, any trouble, call us straight away.
I shall. And thank you for coming so promptly.
That's all right, sir. Good night to you.
Good night, Sergeant. Oh, no. I don't believe it. Yes?
The police can't help you, Bradley. You're on your own.
I'm beginning to feel better already.
Me too. A weekend's break will do you the world of good.
Have you been to this place before?
A couple of times. Oh, it's charming. Your actual pull-out picture postcard Wiltshire cottage. Early 17th century and drowned with thatch.
It's very decent of them to let us use it.
I think Gordon likes to know there's someone responsible around when he and Fiona are away. Oh, you'll love it. I know you will.
Ah, you were right. It's almost too twee to be true. And try saying that twice. But the whole village is so absurdly picturesque. Yeah, I can imagine hordes of garden gnomes crawling across the lawn, snipping the grass to regulation length with minute nail scissors.
Sacrilege. Better not let Gordon hear you talking like that.
Oh, but he's certainly done the place up quite beautifully.
Not without a little help from his wife.
Including the kitchen?
Oh, good Lord, no. Fiona's beyond pine. What on earth's the matter?
I never heard anything so beyond pine, forsooth, you camp old thing.
I shall turn the garden hose on you, I warn you.
What could be more refreshing?
Shan't cook you lunch if you carry on like this.
I've no intention of watching you slave over a pine stove, not just now at any rate. Look, we're in the country. Let's tackle the local pub for lunch.
What? The Goat and Compasses?
It can't be true.
True as I stand here. Goat and Compasses is the name of the pub down the lane.
Oh, this is preposterous. The whole damn village has got to be a mock-up, carefully stage-managed by the British Tourist Association.
I'm beginning to wish I'd never brought you.
I'll make it up to you, I swear. You shall have 2 helpings of shepherd's pie and all me onions.
You really are beginning to relax, aren't you?
Yes, I was, but I've just remembered something.
What?
No, it's all right, but I should have told Sergeant Franklin I'd be away for the weekend.
Well, telephone him from here.
Yes, I shall. Look, why don't you potter down to the goat and slide rule and suss out the lunch situation while I call Franklin? I shan't be long.
Well, this is typical, of course. You want to be sure I stand the first round.
Yes, of course. Mine's a large draft bitter.
You should be so lucky.
I'm still not entirely convinced we aren't dreaming the whole thing. First the cottage, then the village, and finally the pub. Cheerful landlord, buxom barmaid, grinning dogs, good beer. And a fantastic Cornish pasty. Sort of thing you'd only expect to find in G.K. Chesterton.
Including the buxom barmaid.
Especially the buxom barmaid. You know, from the way she was giving me the eye over those grilled sausages, I have the feeling that if I'd been here on my own...
Alan! The garden! Oh, my God!
But why didn't you phone the local police?
Now, what's the point of calling the local police, Sergeant Franklin? Whoever did this followed us here from Ferriers.
What's the extent of the damage, sir?
Oh, the flowers have been uprooted, the rose bush is savaged, paint has been hurled across the outside walls, and, oh, it's an incredible mess. And it is not my place.
Did anyone know you were going down there?
No one. We deliberately kept it quiet. You were the first person to know we're here, and I didn't tell you until a couple of hours ago. The whole thing is monstrous. Whoever is behind this is a dangerous criminal lunatic.
When are you coming back, sir?
Tonight. I'm going to drive back tonight. I'm trying not to become manic, but I'm almost certain the car behind us has been sticking to our tail for the past half hour.
How can you possibly tell? It's so dark.
It's kept a constant distance behind us. It hasn't attempted to overtake, even when I've slowed down, and it's let no other car come between us.
Alan, I know you're having a rough time, but it won't do any good to assume that every bush you see is a bear. Well, there must be dozens of people driving east at this time of night, all with the most innocent of intentions. So why not the car behind?
Nevertheless, I shall pull into the next lay-by we see and let this joker overtake us.
You're the driver. He must be miles ahead by now.
Look, I'm sorry you think I'm wasting our time, but I'd rather feel stupid than frightened. We've had enough shocks for one weekend. Okay, we'll hit the road again.
Do you mind if I doze for a while? When I'm not actually doing the driving at night, I always feel terribly sleepy.
No, go ahead. We should be home in about an hour.
Sure you don't mind?
No, of course not. The radio can keep me awake. You know, I'm still worrying about Gordon's cottage. What I'd better do is get in touch with him towards the end of next week and arrange a time we can meet. Once he's assessed replacements for what that lunatic damaged... Where the hell did you come from, matey? Can't be the same car, surely. Sue. Behind us.
What?
He switched his lights off.
He's what?
He's starting to overtake us. Sue, brace yourself! Oh, my God!
Alan!
I realise you have to talk to Mrs. Crichton, Sergeant, but I can't let you stay long. She's still in shock, you know, and we can't have her distressed.
What were the injuries, sister?
Right leg broken, rib severely bruised, wrist fractured.
No head or internal injuries?
They were both wearing seatbelts. They suffered whiplash whenever the car crashed, but their heads were unharmed. Well, this is the room. I can give you 5 minutes and no more.
I'm obliged.
This is Sergeant Franklin, Mrs. Crichton. He'd like to ask you a few questions, but he'll not be here long.
Morning, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Pretty grim.
I can imagine. Nasty experience.
Have you seen Mr. Scott?
I spoke to him Monday. He was very worried about you.
We could both have been killed. We were meant to be killed. When are you going to catch this maniac?
We're no better placed now than we were before the weekend to discover who's behind this unpleasantness.
Unpleasantness? That was attempted murder.
Mrs. Crichton, don't think I'm unsympathetic. You've had a terrible time. But I need your version now of what happened on Sunday night.
My version? My version? Are you suggesting there's more than one possible version of what happened?
Mr. Scott tells me he thought a car was following him. He drove into a lay-by and watched it go past. You remained in the lay-by for about 5 minutes and then took to the road again. That you fell asleep and he was listening to the radio when he became aware of what he was certain was the same car following again. That he woke you up when the car's lights were switched off, that the car accelerated, overtook you, and swerved across your path. That Mr. Scott had to drive off the road, you bounced over the verge and hit a tree.
Yes, that's precisely what happened. But what Mr. Scott probably didn't tell you was that at first I thought he was imagining things. Oh, I was tired and fed up, and I thought he was being neurotic about the whole thing. And I was proved totally wrong. Did he tell you that?
Mr. Scott's been under considerable strain for the past few weeks. He sounded at breaking point when he telephoned me from that cottage.
Well, of course he was upset. We both were.
What I'm getting at is this. Did Mr. Scott drink at all? No. Please let me finish. Had he been drinking just before you began the drive back to Ferrier's? Could he have overreacted to a piece of careless driving? Overreacted to such an extent that he drove off the road needlessly?
Morning, Headmaster.
Come in, Mr. Scott.
Thank you.
Well now, how are you?
Oh, we soldier on, sir.
You're looking well, looking very well indeed. Must have a robust constitution. But I was sorry to hear about Mrs. Crichton. How's she coming along?
Very well, fortunately. Her leg and wrist are both in plaster, of course, but she'll be able to go home tomorrow.
That's good. Charming lady. It must have been a dreadful experience for you both.
Well, if we were any closer to discovering who's at the back of it, we'd feel a good deal easier in our minds.
It's a baffling and disturbing affair. If I can be of any help...
It's very kind of you, but the notion of motiveless evil isn't one I'd have entertained until this business started. I see no point, no reason behind it, and that's what's so disquieting.
Have you, to your satisfaction, ruled out the possibility that anyone connected with this school could be responsible?
I'd like to think so.
Because if you have any suspicions whatsoever, I should want you to consult me immediately.
I'll do that, of course, Dr. Everett.
Yes, I'm sure you will. You're a valuable and valued member of my staff, Mr. Scott. And what affects you affects us all.
Mrs. Clayton! Mrs. Clayton! What the devil's been going on out there?
You didn't order it, sir?
Well, of course I didn't order it. What possible use could I have for 50 hundredweight of cement?
Oh, that's what I told the delivery man when I got back from shopping. He dumped all them sacks and he was waiting for someone to pay the bill.
So what did you tell him?
I said I didn't know nothing about no cement and that you hadn't mentioned it, sir. Well, this man, he got very angry and said he wasn't going to load it all up again and he'd take it up with his boss at the end of the day. He was very nasty, Mr. Scott.
Oh, was he, by God? Where did he come from?
Clennet's by the foundry. He was shouting and that. Oh, he was horrible.
Clennet. Right, whoever he is, I'll talk to this Clennet shortly. Look, I'm sorry you've had all this nonsense to put up with, Mrs. Clayton. Would you get us a pot of tea while I make a telephone call?
Yes, sir, of course. I'm really sorry.
No. You have nothing to be sorry about, and I'll see you get an apology from this firm personally.
Oh, no need for you to bother, sir. I'll just make that pot of tea.
7, 3, 2, 3. Come on.
57323.
Christine, Alan Scott here.
Oh, hello, Mr. Scott.
Chris, I've got to see you and Tony tonight.
Oh, I don't know if I can manage
If I don't talk to him, the police will. Understood?
Well, yes, but...
Here, tonight, any time after 7.
I didn't want to come here in the first place. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Chris.
Now, let's get this straight. Apart from malicious damage, my car's a write-off. There have been 2 attempts on my life. And a friend of mine has been severely injured. And like it or not, you are the only person I can think of who has the remotest reason for wanting to harm me.
Oh, what are you on about? What kind of reason?
Jealousy. Simple as that. You know that Christine spends time alone with me, and you know I'm trying to ensure she wins a place at Oxford. If that happens, it's very short odds you'll lose her.
Well, so what? Look, I don't like being accused of this kind of thing, mate.
Tony, please. You promised.
Well, you get into trouble once when you're a kid and people are on your back for the rest of your bloody life.
Look, I haven't got time or the inclination to start pussyfooting around your sensibilities, Parrish. I'm going to ask you one question, and if you don't answer me, I'll see that you answer to the CID.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
Tony!
I am a very angry man. And if you want to throw your weight around, you've come to the right place.
Tony, please answer him.
He's got no reason to accuse me of bloody murder.
Then just tell me what you were doing last Saturday and Sunday.
You can take a running jump, mate.
Mr. Scott, he was with me. All weekend.
I don't understand it, sir. I simply don't understand.
Mr. Clennet, how exactly was the order placed?
By telephone.
When?
Monday morning, early.
And I was in hospital on Monday morning. Now, who took the order?
Jilly, one of the girls. Look, here's the order form. 50 hundredweight sack cement, 35 Oakland Walk, name of customer, Bradley.
Bradley?
Yeah, and the telephone number, 98474.
And you accepted the order at face value. Didn't check back on that number?
Well, that quantity of cement on its own is unusual. But if we cross-question every customer phoning an order in, well, this is the first bogus one we've ever had. I mean, it's crazy.
Christine.
Could I have a word with you, sir?
Yes, of course. Come in. Go through into the study.
Right.
Well?
I'm sorry about Tony. The way he behaved this evening. He was very upset.
He behaved disgracefully.
I'm afraid I panicked when the 2 of you lost your tempers. I was scared Tony was going to go for you, so I lied. I wanted to get him away from here quickly. I'm sorry.
Well, sit down, Chris. You're telling me now that you weren't with him any part of the weekend?
No. Oh, I'm certain he had nothing to do with all these attacks on you. But I'm scared he's back with the old gang again.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, the boys he used to go round with over at Langbury a few years ago. After he got into trouble, he stopped seeing them. But well, a couple of months ago, one of my friends told me they'd seen Tony and 2 or 3 of his old mates coming out of a pub together. When I asked Tony about it, he flared up. He said it was none of my business. And last weekend, he'd promised to take me to a party at Stansted on Saturday. At the last minute, he cried off. Said he was going to Snetterton to see some formula racing.
And did he go to Snetterton?
Well, I don't know. When we left home after seeing you just now, he stormed off. He said he was fed up of being pushed around. When he gets into a mood like that, he won't speak to me for days.
Look, are you in love with him?
I don't know what I feel. I just know that I'm happier with him than with anyone I've ever known. And when he won't speak to me, it's like there's something dying inside me.
What I'm going to say will be unpalatable, but I shall say it all the same because I'm concerned for you and your future. Look, you have the ability, the initiative, the personality to find for yourself an interesting and honourable career and to do something eminently worthwhile with your life. But these next 12 months are vital to you if you're going to get the right start, and in that situation, Tony is bad news. Look, I'm sorry, but he's bad news. If the time you should be spending on scholarship is spent worrying about him and what he's up to, then it's a gross indulgence and you're wasting my time and yours even thinking about university entrance.
It isn't as easy as that.
Well, of course it isn't. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy. But the choice is straightforward and only you can make it. Until you write that exhibition, you can give priority to your work or to that young lout. And I warn you, the police are going to be interviewing him very shortly. Yes?
And Inspector Durrance here, Mr. Scott.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Clayton. I was expecting him. Come through, Inspector.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm very glad to see you.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Clayton.
Good night, sir.
Sergeant Franklin's brought me up to date, of course.
Yes, he's very thorough.
Yes.
Do sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me, how did you arrive?
I beg your pardon?
Did you come in a police car with all the trimmings?
I did. Why do you ask?
Because if this madman is keeping watch on this house, he'll realize the heavy brigade is moving in. It might just scare him off.
Will you open the wine, Alan? See if it's fit to be drunk.
Yes, of course.
Corkscrew?
Thanks. Yeah, you're becoming very nimble in spite of the plaster. Are you still having any pain?
No, not really. It's just awkward and very uncomfortable. Anyway, tell me about this Durrant. Is he getting anywhere?
I liked him. There we are. Good mind, cogent thinker. He's certain this Bradley nonsense is a blind.
As we are.
As we are.
Well, has he talked to that young man of Christine Lang's? Tony, what's his name?
Tony Parrish, yes. I don't think he's entirely happy about the boy's attitude, but there seems to be nothing to go on there, apart from a general hostility to me, the police, and any form of authority. In fact, I'm sorry for him.
Naturally.
No, I mean it. He's had a raw deal from the word go. And now he's had the misfortune to fall for a girl who'll leave him standing in a few months' time. You can understand bitterness, resentment, and... Where are the glasses?
Oh, behind you.
Oh, right. Shall I,
Absolutely. But if you've ruled out Tony Parrish, who does that leave us with? Who could possibly hate you so much?
Well, Durrant's as puzzled as we are. Here, cheers.
Cheers.
There's one consolation. Our man's been lying very low since Durrant's been around. Not a whisper, not a move for over a fortnight.
Mola. Oh, yes, Dr. Everett. Now? Yes, of course. Yes. Oh, Scott.
Yes?
That was the headmaster. He wants to see you right away.
But I have the upper six almost immediately.
Right away was what he said. I imagine he meant it.
You've had a good many problems recently, Mr. Scott, and I hesitate to add to them.
I'm sorry.
Do sit down, please. Now, how long have you been giving private lessons to Christine Lang?
About a year now, I suppose.
Oh, yes, of course. I remember your mentioning it when they began.
What's the problem?
The lessons. Do they take place at her parents' home?
No, at mine.
Yes. Is there anyone else in the house when the tutorials are taking place?
My housekeeper, Mrs. Clayton, she's often around. Why?
I have a letter. An offensive and anonymous letter. It refers to a member of my staff called Bradley, but is clearly about you.
Bradley?
Now, normally I should have destroyed it immediately and tried to forget it, but it's become one more aspect of this vindictive campaign against you, and you'll probably want to show it to the police. This is it.
And it deals with Christine and myself, yes. Yes, just about as revolting as you can get.
It's foul, and I'm sorry.
This man is mad.
I want you to appreciate very clearly where I stand in this matter. And if I can be of any help so far as police investigations are concerned, please don't hesitate to tell them to contact me.
Well, thank you.
Apart from my secretary, who had the misfortune to open the letter, you and I are the only ones to have read it. But my one concern is that this deranged person may cast his net wider and write to other people about you in similar vein.
Oh, hell. Who is it now? Coming! Oh, Mr. Lang.
Yes. Do you think I could...
Yes, come in, please.
Thank you. I'm terribly sorry to be calling around so late. I've been in a quandary all evening.
Come through, Mr. Lang. I think I can guess what it's about.
Thank you.
You've had an anonymous letter, Oh, please do sit down.
Thank you. A letter? No, not a letter.
Oh, then what?
Telephone calls. Always during the day. My wife's answered all of them.
Oh, my God, all of them. How many have there been?
4. 4, Mr. Scott, in the past 4 days.
But why didn't you tell me earlier?
Well, my wife and I were puzzled at first. Oh, the calls were obscene, all right, but this man was talking about how someone called Bradley was carrying on with Christine. It wasn't until this afternoon that he said it was all happening during her private lessons.
You mean you hadn't talked to Christine till then?
No, we didn't like to. I mean, we thought it was just some very unpleasant person talking unpleasant rubbish. We didn't want to upset Chrissy.
Has Christine told you about the things that have been happening to me over the past few weeks?
Oh, dreadful. Dreadful. Police no idea who's responsible?
As much in the dark as I am.
Appalling business.
Have you reported these telephone calls to the police?
No, I wanted to talk to you first.
I see. Then let me give you the number of an Inspector Durrant who's investigating the whole business.
Will that mean he'll be calling round at my home?
Yes, I imagine so.
I see.
Mr. Lang, on this count alone, the caller is guilty of 2 crimes. He's made obscene calls to your wife, and he's grossly slandered me. He has to be found and stopped.
Yes, of course, I see that. It's just that...
What's the matter?
Well, it's all been so very distressing, Mr. Scott, for all of us. Mrs. Lang's a highly strung woman, and she's been terribly upset by these calls. And there's Chrissy to think of, too, with her exams coming up.
Yes, but unless the police have all the facts, there's no way they can begin to identify the caller, and the man will keep on and on.
But will he?
Will he what?
Will he keep on and on if Chrissy's private lessons stop?
You want to give in to him?
I have my wife and daughter to think of, Mr. Scott.
Yes, of course you have. So what are you suggesting?
It's very difficult. Chrissy needs this extra tuition, but would you understand if I were to ask Mr. Lawler to continue with it?
It's cowardly. It's stupid and cowardly.
Oh, it's understandable. Lang doesn't want his wife to go on getting obscene telephone calls. He's trying to protect his own, that's all.
Yes, but Lawler... Oh, how he's going to crow. And if Christine does get that exhibition, Frank Lawler will have all the kudos you deserve.
Yes, well, there's nothing we can do about it now.
Another glass of whiskey, perhaps? Deaden the pain. I don't suppose... Oh, no, it's too ridiculous.
Oh, come on. What is?
Frank Lawler's always resented you, hasn't he? I mean, he's been at Ferrier's almost 25 years. He was obviously expecting to become head of the department, and they appointed you instead.
Yes, but...
You're younger, you're more efficient, and you're more popular.
Oh, come on.
But it's true, isn't it? Oh, you've told me yourself you're always having Barneys with him.
You're putting Frank Lawler up as number one suspect is out of the question.
Why? Why is it?
Well, I'd recognise his voice, wouldn't I, on the telephone?
I thought you said the voice was always heavily disguised.
I'd still recognise it. He has a very distinctive voice. Well, yes, he hates my guts, but when it comes to rough riding on the motorway, oh, no. No, I'm sorry. He'd have been very convenient, but he's not our man.
But, Alan, someone is persecuting you. And there's got to be a motive for it. Lawler has a motive. So has that layabout boyfriend of Christine's. I mean, who else could it be? What about your ex-wife?
Moira? Wouldn't think me worth the trouble.
So what does that leave us with?
Oh, look, I'm pig sick of the whole bloody thing. Can't we give it a rest for tonight?
No, we cannot. Alan, he's ruining your life. He's tried to kill us. And the police can't do anything unless you help them. If you've ruled out Frank Lawler and Tony Thingy and your ex, who else is there?
Why Bradley? Why Bradley?
All right, let's work on that. We've got to do something. We can't just lie back and wait for the next thing to happen.
Scott?
Alan, it's Sue. I believe I'm onto something.
What?
I've just been to the county library. I went through Kelly Street Directory for the past 30 years, and Alan, from 1947 to 1950, your house was occupied by a Colonel and Mrs. J.H.T. Bradley.
Most extraordinary story I ever heard. And I can't imagine how you came to find me.
Well, the Ministry of Defence people were helpful, Colonel. They put us onto your regimental depot, and the adjutant gave us your address here.
Well, it's a clever piece of sleuthing on your part. I only wish I could throw some light on the affair, but I can't for the life of me see any connection. I mean, none whatsoever.
How did you come to be living in Ferrier's, Colonel?
At that time, you see, my regiment was stationed in Colchester, my dear. And I took that place in Oakland Walk. It was comfortable, convenient, and at that time still an army hiring.
Did you come into contact with the locals at all?
Oh, not really, my dear, no. Our friends were mainly within the regiment, as you can appreciate. Oh, of course, on occasion I met local people. I gave a couple of talks to the school.
Oh, did you? Did you, though?
Yes, encouraging the older lads to think of the army as a career. I mean, you know the drill. And there were the odd talks to the round table, that kind of thing.
But evidently you had no quarrel with anyone there.
Oh, no. No, sorry, my dear chap, no. Or if there'd been any unpleasantness whatsoever, I should have remembered. Getting on now, you know, but happily my memory is unimpaired.
Then how about your regiment? Anybody there who could have borne you a grudge for a quarter of a century? I'm sorry, it sounds absurd, but we have to think of everything.
Oh, of course, I understand perfectly. Saw my share of courts-martial, as you would expect, but... In any case, I mean, this fellow must know what you look like, I mean, what sort of age you are. How could he, or why would he, want to mistake you for a man 20 years your senior? No, I'm sorry, my dear Scott, but I'm very much afraid that bird won't fly.
I must have dropped off again.
Not for more than an hour. We're almost home.
You're joking.
You were snoring.
Oh, how foul. Was I really?
Did I never tell you how appealing you are with your eyes shut and your mouth open?
Thank you, Mr. Wonderful.
So, about Colonel Bradley.
Wasn't he charming?
Look, there's got to be some kind of connection between those telephone calls and the Colonel. Now, this man knows exactly what he's been doing since the word go. And if you could find out that the Colonel once lived at my place, then so could he. A lot of excitement in Ferrier's tonight.
It looks like a lot of excitement in Oakland Walk tonight. Alan.
Oh, I don't want to think about it.
But it is.
Oh, it can't be possible. Everything I possess, burnt to ashes.
You were insured, of course.
Yes, I was insured, Inspector, but that isn't the point. How can insurance money compensate for all my personal effects? My books, my pictures, my records, all the comfortable and familiar furniture of my life. This bastard is obliterating me.
It's distressing, sir, of course it is.
Distressing? Where were the panda cars, Durrant? Where was the police surveillance?
With the best will in the world, we can't keep a 24-hour watch on any one house, Mr. Scott.
Who is it? Who in God's name is it? I've been given a sabbatical. Told to take 3 weeks sick leave, in fact.
Then you must go away.
No, we must go away. I need you with me, if you can stand it.
Of course I can stand it. But in any case, there's nothing more he can do to you.
I don't know. He'll be watching, observing, and biding his time.
For what?
Look, this has all been a prologue, I feel sure of it. Some day or some night, he's going to present me with a confrontation. And only then will I know why or how. By then, it'll be too late, unless I'm as prepared as he is.
Oh, you're wrong. I'm sure you're wrong.
Sue, we do need to get away from here, but no one must know where we're going, or that we're going together. You've been through more than enough already, and I want this to be a complete break. A complete break.
I can't possibly reveal personal information about a patient of mine, Inspector, unless you're prepared to present me with a subpoena for it.
Just one hypothetical question, Dr. Adlard. How much guilt, real or imagined, can a man endure before he cracks? If he's a man of more than average sensibility.
I deal with patients, not hypotheses. You're referring to Alan Scott.
Look, Doctor, Mr. Scott once made, by his own admission, a grave error of judgment. It wasn't until his house was burned down that he decided to tell me about it. In an assize court 7 years ago, he went back on his own evidence. As a result, a man was acquitted of robbery and murder.
What?
Now, wait a moment. The defendant later implied to Mr. Scott that he was, in fact, guilty of the alleged crime.
Now, look here, Inspector.
Scott was, he says, too humiliated to inform the police of this admission. And he's been tormented with worry ever since.
I presume you have a reason for divulging this highly privileged information?
I know perfectly well that you're only a country GP, Dr. Adlard. Yet at least half the problems you deal with must be of psychosomatic rather than physiological origin.
You have a remarkable vocabulary, Inspector.
Thank you, Dr. Adlard. But what I want to know is Scott's state of mind at present.
All I can tell you, Inspector, is what you've already observed for yourself, that Mr. Scott is emotionally exhausted, but he is not neurasthenic or paranoid or manic-depressive. His nerves have taken a beating, but he'll recover. At the moment, he's on 4 sedative tablets a day, and if I know him, he'll be recovered within the month.
Has he told you everything that's happened to him?
I believe so.
I see. Yet nothing about that sensational misprision of justice 7 years ago?
Not a word.
Then I'm putting it to you that he's carried his feelings of guilt so long that he's started to punish himself for it. Dr. Adlard, to the best of my knowledge, every one of these acts of persecution, including the destruction of his own home, could have been engineered by Scott himself.
I was very sorry to hear about the fire. Dreadful business. Any idea what caused it?
At the moment, the police are more anxious to find out who caused it, Mr. Bennett.
So, it was deliberate?
A carefully planned act of arson.
Appalling.
Look, do you mind if we change the subject? I've had it up to here over the past few days.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry, very sorry. Well, then, what can I do for you?
Could you supply me with a car and a driver this Friday?
Car? Yes. Driver tricky. Where would you be going?
Heathrow. I've to meet a friend there. I shall probably go on to London with him, so I shall only need the car for the outward journey.
Yes, I see. Well, I could probably manage it myself with a bit of shuffling of the staff here.
Well, I'd be very grateful.
What time do you have to be at Heathrow?
10 o'clock.
Well, we better leave Ferrier's not later than 7:30, eh? Be on the safe side.
Then I'll be here at 7:30, Mr. Bennett. And thank you.
Come. We could be on to something, sir.
Relative to what, Franklin?
Hope, sir. Daniel Hope.
Hope?
The fellow who killed the postmaster and bragged about it to Scott after he was discharged.
That's the one. I had a telex from Central Records this morning. The trial took place in '68, and nothing more was heard of Hope until 5 years later. Must have kept his nose clean for a change.
Yes, get on with it.
In August '73, Daniel Hope was found drowned in a weir in Gloucestershire, and the coroner returned an open verdict.
I want a complete transcript of that inquest as quick as you like.
On its way, sir. I thought you'd need it.
Good. August '73. You know, it'd do absolutely no harm at all to discover exactly where Alan Scott was during that period, and what he was doing there. If he's evasive, if he can't come up with substantial proof that he was elsewhere, then he's going to find himself across a whole new barrel of fun.
British Airways flight BA506 for Corfu is now boarding at gate 13. All passengers who will move by this flight will go to gate 13 immediately.
He's not in Ferrier, sir. Neither he nor Mrs. Crichton. No one knows where they are.
Does his headmaster know he's done the flit?
Dr. Everett advised him to take 3 weeks' sick leave. He says that Scott didn't tell him how he intended to use it.
Then what about Mrs. Crichton's partner, Alice? How's your father? She must know what's going on.
Alice Kingsley, sir. She told me that Mrs. Crichton was taking a fortnight's holiday somewhere. Miss Kingsley fancied it might be in Scotland.
Mrs. Crichton? Isn't her leg still in plaster?
Dr. Adlard removed the plaster on Tuesday.
Oh, damnation. They're obviously off somewhere together. And Scott's either a damn fool for not telling us of his movements, or... Franklin, let's look at the worst that could happen. Suppose Scott did find Daniel Hope in '73, by chance or purpose. Suppose he did decide to take the law into his own hands and pitched Hope into that weir. Suppose since then he's gone round the bend, tried to cover his tracks by victimizing himself, to throw any possible inquiry out of kilter.
And suppose Mrs. Crichton knows more about the Hope affair than she should.
If that's the case, and remember, she was the one who took the battering in that motorway affair, then the admirable Mrs. Crichton may be starting the last holidays she'll ever take.
Oh, what do you fancy doing this afternoon?
What I did this morning. Lie on the beach and collect a tan.
Ah.
Does indicate disapproval?
No, far from it. The easier you take it with that leg, the better.
But you're pining for something more energetic?
Yes, well, I wouldn't mind exploring a little. I'm told there's a castle worth visiting, up that-a-way.
Up the mountainside? In this heat?
Apparently the tourists call the direct route from Paleokostritsa up to that olive village the assault course. But they say it's worth it, if only for the view of the bay.
Assault course, indeed. I thought your soldiering days were over.
Franklin!
Sir?
Don't hover there, man. Come in, sit down and give ear. There are times when the efficiency of the police force startles even me. Today I've been startled and intrigued. Because this whole bloody jigsaw's beginning to fall into place at last. You recall the name of the sub-postmaster, the one Hope killed?
Hollins, wasn't it?
Hollis. George Hollis. Widower with one son, David, a regular in the army. At the time of the killing, David Hollis was a sergeant in the battalion commanded by a Colonel J.H.T. Bradley.
The one Scott visited in Lincolnshire?
Right. Shortly after his father died, young Hollis bought himself out of the army. Spent a bit of time clearing up the old man's estate. He was left 20,000, would you believe it? Then he vanished. The Metropolitan Police have been busy these past few days. And eventually some bright spark among them decided to check with Somerset House. Franklin, in 1971, David Hollis changed his name by deed poll.
Well done. 20 more steps and you've made it.
Hello! Who's that? Do you know if there's a tap up there?
There is, but it's dry. Good God. Mr. Scott.
Bennett, what the devil are you doing in Corfu?
All right, then. What have we got?
Bennett's bookkeeper tells me that last Friday, Bennett himself drove Mr. Scott to Heathrow, dropped him there, and came back to Ferriers.
Yeah.
The airport police have established that Scott left Heathrow for Corfu later that morning. At about the same time, Mrs. Crichton flew on a charter from Gatwick to Corfu.
Yeah.
It's reckoned they both have got there by late afternoon.
And Bennett, we know, managed to get a flight to Athens on the Monday morning. And it's the easiest thing in the world to grab an internal flight from Athens to Corfu.
They may all be on Corfu, but where on Corfu?
You know something, Franklin? For the first time in my career, I shall have the pleasure of enlisting the help of Interpol.
It's very clever of you to find a place like this.
I think so. Cost the earth, of course, but it's worth it.
Well, for this courtyard and the view below, I'd guess it is. You here on your own?
At the moment. Well, now, a drink. What's it to be?
Have you got any Retsina? Nice and cold.
Sure. Right there in the kitchen.
Good.
Retsina it is. Oh, sit down, relax. Plenty of shade under the vine veranda. I'll be with you in a couple of minutes. Well, so here we are. Take the bottle. Go on.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, this is good. Yeah, I must have lost about half a stone coming up that track.
Yes, a real killer-diller, that one.
Have you been to Corfu before?
No, this is the first time.
What made you choose it?
Oh, impulse. All started when I took you to Heathrow last week. People going all over the world and Joe Soap heading back to Ferriers. No, I haven't had a real holiday for years. So as soon as I got home, I booked a flight to Athens.
Athens? It's a long way round to double back to Corfu.
No, impulse again. I got talking to some people in a cafe in Piraeus. They said Corfu was the place where you could be sure of sunshine and shade. So I fell for it.
And you're not regretting it?
Well, I must say, I was finding it a bit quiet till you came up the assault course. You need someone to talk to once in a while. Where are you staying?
Oh, chap I know, he owns several villas. We got one of them. You can probably see it from here, more or less, anyway. Just west of Pallia Castrita.
Don't lean out too far over that balcony. Hell of a drop there.
Oh, I'll watch it. Look down across the bay.
Yeah?
There's a smaller bay to the left.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, we're just by that bay, in an olive grove.
With friends, are you?
What?
You're here with the friends you were meeting at Heathrow?
No. Mrs. Crichton, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yes, of course, Mrs. Crichton. A lady who was injured in that accident. Leg all right now, is it?
Yes, she's coming along fine.
You've certainly been through it. The whole of Ferriers must know every last detail, I shouldn't wonder.
Yes. All but one.
Oh, yes? What's that?
Who's behind it all?
Oh, police no further forward.
They aren't being too successful.
Someone did that to me. I shouldn't rest till I'd found him. And when I'd found him...
What? When you'd found him, what?
I should kill him.
Yes, that's occurred to me more than once, I can assure you, if I'd caught him at the time. But once you've cooled off, you realize that vengeance carries its own backlash.
The law?
The law. Doesn't take kindly to killers, whatever the provocation. I've no wish to see my life messed up any further with a long prison sentence.
Funny you should say that.
Why?
Well, a fellow I knew, this'll interest you. Fellow I knew had a grudge against this other chap. A very good reason. The chap had killed his father.
Good God.
Anyway, this mate of mine was out to get the killer. What happened was that the killer had been discharged.
But by the jury?
Oh, no, never got as far as the jury. No, it seems the chief witness for the prosecution suddenly changed his mind, got liberal ideas, perhaps, or a backhander. I wouldn't identify your actual villain. So he was off, scot-free. Anyway, you see, this mate of mine, he made it his business to follow Chummy's activities, eventually ran him to earth. 4 years after the trial, in a village in Gloucestershire. Chummy was on the booze, of course, aren't they all? My friend took Chummy for a walk after closing time one night, down to a weir, it was. Then he told him what he was going to do, and why, and then he slung Chummy in the weir. Simple as that.
No trouble with the police?
Oh, the law was delighted. They'd been after Chummy for years, list of convictions as long as your arm. When they had him up for trial, they'd got him dead to rights, but this witness, you see, let them down. Can you imagine?
But, if the defendant was discharged, how could your friend be sure the man was guilty?
Who else could it have been?
So that's why you've tried to destroy me.
Tried? More than that. Much more than that. I wanted you to suffer first, as much as I suffered when I knew my old man's killer was on the loose and there was nothing anyone could do to bring him in. Because you had reneged.
All right. Bennett, Hollis, whatever you call yourself, you've succeeded. You've made me suffer almost as much as I'd suffered already, before you caught up with me.
Suffer? A liberal hero suffer?
When I renounced my own evidence in court, I did so because there was reasonable doubt in my mind that Hope was the man I'd seen so long before. Later, I realized my mistake. But it was too late. Hope was free, could never be charged again with those offences. And the guilt has never left me since.
So you've said you're sorry and that's it, eh?
Oh, no. I'll say more than that. I can understand your grief and your anger. But I cannot condone the murder of a drunken man in cold blood. I cannot condone the systematic persecution of a man who was mistaken but not evil, nor the attempted murder of a totally innocent woman.
So, what's your next move?
A deposition to the British consul in Kirkira.
And you think I'd let you go after setting up all this?
You have no option. I'm bigger than you, and I'm very, very angry. If you try to stop me from leaving, I shall break your neck quite happily. Now, get out of my way.
This may change your mind.
You're naive as well as insane. A pistol shot here would be heard for miles, and a great many people know where I am.
Scott, I'm going to kill you anyway. But unless you take a high dive from this balcony, I shall also kill your charming friend, Susanna Crichton. Do you imagine I haven't thought this out 100 times a day, 1,000 times?
You want me to take a 500-foot drop to serve your notions of justice?
You know the alternative. And you know I mean it.
I'll tell you what, Bennett.
Run!
If I'm going, you're going with me!
I'm glad you came over to Greece, Inspector. I've been totally out of my depth with the authorities here, though they've gone out of their way to be kind to me.
It's been an appalling affair, Mrs. Crichton.
It's going to be difficult to adjust to life at Ferrier's again.
I can see that. You know, it's the irony of the situation that gets me. All these horrors, all this disaster, because 7 years ago, Mr. Scott did his level best to serve the cause of justice.
I've had enough irony to last me a lifetime, Inspector.
Yes. Shall we go inside? Well, Mr. Scott, how are you? You were lucky, sir. Very lucky.
Yes. I feel lucky, Inspector. Strapped up in an Athenian hospital with every bone in my body cracked or broken.
Count your blessings, bruise by bruise. Bennett wasn't so fortunate. He died before the ambulance reached him.
Blessings. I've been responsible for 2 deaths, Hope's and Bennett's.
I'd have thought you'd taken enough punishment by now. Give it a break, will you? You can't spend the rest of your life wringing your hands.
If I have any hands to wring when they take the plaster off.
That's the ticket, sir. Keep smiling.
Is that the end of the lesson for today?
I can see you're well on the road to recovery. The right word for every occasion.
Inspector, will you take your platitudes where they belong, up to the Acropolis, and give me 5 minutes alone with Susanna? I think I forgot to warn her that she's in grave danger of becoming Mrs. Scott.
Oh.
And I want no prosecution witnesses around in the event that one of us changes our mind.
In Let It Come Down, by Michael Robson, Alan Scott was played by William Lucas, Sue Crichton by Ross Drinkwater, David Bennett by Christopher Bidmead, Chief Inspector Durrant by Kevin Brennan, and Sergeant Franklin by William Slay. Michael Shannon was Dr. Adlard, Garrard Green, Colonel Bradley, Godfrey Kenton, the headmaster, Hayden Jones, Frank Lawler, Deborah Page, Christine Lang, and Douglas Blackwell, her father. Clennet was played by David Graham, Tony Parrish by Anthony Smee, the restaurant manager by Leslie Heritage, Mrs. Clayton by Jean Mockford, Daniel Hope by Roger Snowden, Moira Scott by Margaret Robertson, and the prosecuting counsel by Peter Woodthorpe. The ward sister was Eva Haddon, and the Heathrow flight announcer Peter Craze. The play was produced and directed by John Cardy.